Hello, welcome to today's video on transferring to UC San Diego, an overview of the 8-college system. My name is Roberto Ramos, and I am an adjunct transfer and general counselor. Let's begin. UC San Diego is composed of 8 different colleges as follows: Revelle, Muir, Marshall, Warren, Roosevelt, 6th, 7th, and 8th. The last 3 and the newest haven't been named yet, but we'll see what the future holds. UC San Diego follows the quarter system, which is different than what we follow here in our own district. The quarter system is composed of 10 weeks, is faster paced, includes 3 quarters in a year, fall, winter, and spring, compared to the semester system, which is longer, usually 16 to 18 weeks, slower paced, and only includes 2 semesters per academic year. Neither includes summer. Both systems, the full-time minimum unit load is 12 units. At UC San Diego, each college has its own unique characteristics, from general education requirements to college advisors to physical location on campus to dining options, different traditions, and so forth. A common misconception by students is that you have to be in a particular college to be a particular major, and that's simply not true. You can be any major in any college at UC San Diego. Another important distinction of UC San Diego is that they divide their advising services between 2 different departments. The first would be your college advisor, which do similar work to what your counselor does here at San Diego Mesa College, so they can help you with general education requirements, university graduation requirements, academic petitions, and so forth. Your other advisors at UC San Diego are your department advisors, also known as major advisors. So they help you with anything and everything related to your major, from biology to computer science to sociology. Major advisors help students with course planning and any additional resources available to them within their major, including internship and research opportunities. Both advising offices work together to help students create their education plan. Now, for today's purposes, this information is for students that have fully certified IGETC. If you have partial IGETC, you may or may not have different requirements depending on which college you attend. Please note that for every area that's highlighted, that is what your fully certified IGETC is satisfying at that distinct college at UC San Diego. Let's dive deeper into the general education requirements. For Revelle, students may still have mathematics and natural science requirements. For math, you may still need 2 semesters of calculus or 1 semester of calculus plus a semester of statistics. You may also need 4 additional courses from different disciplines in the natural sciences, from biology, chemistry, physics, and/or the Scripps Institute of Oceanography. Lastly, you will also need an additional humanities requirement, a course titled Hum 100, that must be taken at UC San Diego and within the first year of transfer. So, by counting that all up, you may still have up to 7 additional classes of general education requirements at Revelle, depending on your major and depending on any other courses you may have taken outside of IGETC to satisfy any general education requirements. Such as if you're an engineering major, more likely than not you took multiple classes of calculus, so you're probably okay with the math requirement of additional GEs. Again, it's all depending on your major and what you've taken at the community college level, in addition to satisfying your full IGETC. The next college is Muir. For Muir, for transfer students, the additional requirements will be to have 1 additional writing course, either MCWP 125 or MCWP 50, that must be taken within your first 3 quarters after transfer, which is the first year after you transfer. So that means if you do transfer to Muir, you may have 1 additional class of general education. Next, we have Marshall. So for Marshall, with your full IGETC certified, you'll be required to take an additional disciplinary breadth requirement. So that will be 2 courses from an approved list outside of your major, with at least one of those courses being a significant writing course, similar to a critical thinking class that you may be familiar with here at San Diego Mesa College, such as your English 205, Philosophy 100, etc. So you will have 2 additional classes of GEs at Marshall. The next college is Warren. For Warren, students would need to take an additional writing requirement, WCWP 100, must be taken in UC San Diego, and an additional upper division course unrelated to your major. So that will mean 2 additional classes of general education requirements. Carrying on, the next college is Roosevelt. At Roosevelt, you will be required to take an additional requirement of Making of the Modern World, which are writing courses, MMW 121 and 122. So you will need 2 additional courses of general education for Roosevelt. At Sixth College, the additional requirements will include your practicum, CAT 125 class, and an additional course for experiential learning, more hands-on approach. So that will be 2 additional courses of general education requirements. At 7th, you'll be required to take a synthesis and high impact requirement. The synthesis requirement is Synthesis 100, and the high impact course will be from an approved list under high impact. That will be 2 additional courses of general education requirements for 7th. Lastly, at 8th College, you'll be required to take a critical community engagement requirement. This is composed of 2 separate courses, CCE 110 and CCE 120. So that will be 2 additional courses of general ed requirements. Again, regardless of the college you're in, these are for students that satisfy full IGETC. If your IGETC isn't fully satisfied or completed, then you may still take additional requirements, whether it's an arts class, a humanities class, social science, a math class, etc. It all depends. From my perspective, it's usually better for students to complete their full IGETC so you can avoid taking additional general education courses once you transfer to UC San Diego. But as you can see, if I go back to the beginning, Revelle is the college that has the most general education requirements, and in my general view, it's better for students to be aware of all the additional requirements just to be better prepared. For all these education requirements, you will meet with college advisors so they can plan it into your education plan and you can succeed as a transfer student at UC San Diego. If you have any additional questions, please contact us at the Transfer Center. There's our number. We are physically located in the Student Services Building, I-4306. And thank you again for joining us today. Take care.